Hello, guys. Welcome to this week's FOC show. It's the last FOC show of June and will probably end up being the shortest FOC show in the history of FOC shows. With that said, I like to always answer off the top, and I guess I'll answer this question first. I'm Nick. I used to work as an employee at the Collective. Now I just do the show from Connecticut after I moved to help you guys out with your FOCs to make sure that you guys get the exact request that you want. I do the show. You email me. I put your request into a Google document, and they are then pulled by Javens. That's kind of how the process works. So with that said, I always like to answer off the top for new viewers, what is FOC? FOC stands for Final Order Cutoff. It's basically the last day that we could place our final orders for books, whether it's DC, Independent, or Marvel. And that's the best way to guarantee the cover that you want. If you're subscribed to a book, you're only going to get 8 covers. As far as I'm concerned, you could talk to Javen about that. But as far as I'm concerned, at least when I was polling books, you'd only get an 8 cover unless you FOC'd a specific cover. So if you're subscribed to the Amazing Spider-Man title, you'd only get an 8 cover unless you FOC'd a specific variant cover. The place to do that is with the FOC show by FOCing your books. FOCing your books will guarantee that you get that variant cover that you want. Now, if you want an 8 cover and a variant cover, please submit 2 FOC requests so there's no confusion, because if you only submit an FOC request for maybe a variant cover, maybe it's a Scotty Young variant, well, they're going to switch out the 8 cover for the Scotty variant, and then you won't get an 8 cover. If you want an 8 cover and a variant, whether it's a Scotty variant or any other, just let us know in the email. You could say Spider-Man 31 8 cover, Spider-Man 31 Scotty cover. So that's how we do that. Here's the email. Here's how I like your FOCs formatted to make it super duper easy for me. First off, no spaces in the email, please. Like spaces like this make it tough, because if you've ever looked at a Google Doc or maybe Microsoft Excel, basically what I'm going to do with your email is I'm going to copy the entire thing and paste it into the doc. A space means that will fill a cell. Then I have to slide it up and, all that other stuff. That's just how a Google Doc kind of works. With that said, I would like the book name, so Amazing Spider-Man, then the issue number, so in this case 31. This is just an example email. This is from a couple weeks ago. And the artist name, Christopher, super duper important. So like artist name here, Scotty Young, artist here, Christopher. Super duper important to make sure you get the exact cover that you want. Sometimes for independent books, they'll put an artist on a B cover, but then they'll switch them to the C. So if you want that specific artist, you're now getting the C cover, the artist you don't want, because you didn't tell us the artist that you want. You could also FOC incentives. If you want to bold them, you can. But if not, that's okay too. I'll bold them anyway. 1 in 25s range for about $20 to $30. 1 in 50s roughly about $50. 1 in 100s roughly $100. Those prices are subject to change. You can FOC an incentive and then ask what the price is the week of when it comes out. And if you don't want it, that's okay. If you want it, you get first dibs. Now, we did have a situation last week where 2 customers did FOC the same incentive. It was a DC one, so we could order more, I think. So we're going to get 2 of them. But basically, incentives are first come, first serve. So if you send your email to me today, you get first dibs. If you send it tomorrow and somebody already FOC'd it, you'll get second dibs, or however that's going to go. And you could FOC your books as early as you want. Some people look ahead months in advance and will FOC your books. You could do that. You don't have to do a week-to-week thing, but week-to-week is a bit easy. I do need all of your FOC requests for DC books by Saturday nights. Anytime Saturday night is okay, so I'll put them in on Sunday morning before I go to work. For your Marvel and independent books, I need them by Sunday nights, and I'll put them in on Monday mornings. But if you could get everything to me by Saturday night or early Sunday morning, that would be preferred. So first, let's go to lunardistribution.com. You guys can go there as well every single week. This is where you'll find your DC FOC and a couple independent books. It is lunardistribution.com. The link is in the description. And basically, you'll just scroll down to where it says select FOC date. This would be 7/2. Now, here's the thing, guys. There was a big FOC last week for both DC and Marvel. There is very little DC books on this FOC, and there is no Marvel. So I do want to get that out of the way. I'll show you guys, but yeah, it's very, very little. So I believe for Lunar, it's all independent books. So yeah, I'll show you them. Blade in the Dark #1 Remastered Edition. Colleagues at the Battle of Universal City #1. Your 8 cover is by Granda. The 1 and 3 incentive is by Luana Vecchio. The 1 and 5 incentive is by Dusky Loveless. The 1 and 10 is by Amnike Nulaplan. The 1 and 25 is by Crease Lee. There's a 1 and 50 by Crease Lee. It is a black and white. And then a 1 and 100 by Granda. It's also a black and white. Code 45, the complete set. Looks like issues 1 to 5. Comic Books Kill #1. A cover is by Hoyt Silva. B cover is by Hoyt Silva as well. So for this situation, you can write A or B. I'm not going to show you guys the coffee stuff. I don't think we FOC that. Dala in the Dark trade paperback. Devil's Cut one-shot. A cover is by Jock. It's a wraparound. The B cover is by Francisco Francavilla, also a wraparound. These are all wraparounds. The 1 and 10 is by Becky Clunan. The 1 and 25 is by Tula Lote. The 1 and 50 is by Jolie Jones. The 1 and 75 is by Mirka Andolfo. The 1 and 100 is by Junko Mizuno. Then there's also an H cover that's open ordered by Jamie McLevy. Devil's Cut Munimu times Junko Mizu vinyl figure. I don't think we're FOCing that. Exorcist Never Die #4/6. Gargoyle by Moonlight. It's a one-shot. A covers by Brian Atkins. B cover is also by Brian Atkins. And the 1 and 10 is by Brian Atkins as well. Geronimo Stilton trade paperback #4. Paperback #4 in 1, volume 6. Great Gatsby trade paperback and illustrated novel. Heavenly Blues #1 Scout Legacy Edition. Hunt Kill Repeat #5. Keepers of the Cosmos #2 of 3. Mother Russia #3 of 3. A covers by Jack McCosme. B covers by Gannon Beck. 1 and 10 is by Gills Crawford. Mythics hardcover volume 5 Sins of the Youth. And then we have a trade paperback of that as well. Night Cruising one-shot. Night Walkers trade paperback. Omega Gang #2 of 8. Pink Elephant #3 of 3. B covers by Benson Chin. Rick and Morty #7. A covers by Fred Stressing. The B covers by Mark Ellerby. C covers by Derek Frodolfs and M. Cody Willie. The 1 and 10 is by Gina Alnett. The 1 and 15 is by Rafier Roberts. 7 Years in Darkness. A cover by Joseph Shmaliki. B cover is also by Joseph Shmaliki. The 1 and 10 is by S. Red Amparo. She Bites the complete set. Looks like issues 1 to 3 of that one. What's up, my friend? Thanks for joining the FOC show. Always appreciate the live viewers coming into chat. Tales from Nottingham #6 of 6, only 1 cover. Tales of Volcania #3 of 4. Terry and the Pirates hardcover, the Master Collection 1940, the time of Kalara. Tripwire #60. We Wicked Ones #3 of 6. Yai G's hardcover volume 1. And it's a trade paperback as well. So that is it for DC. I'm going to go to previewsworld.com just to show you guys exactly where you could go for anything else that's not DC. The link should be in the description for Facebook and YouTube. If you go to previewsworld.com/final orders due, you can look at any book that's coming out basically for this FOC week. So it's not showing Marvel or Image because there's no FOC for those books this week. They did a double FOC last week. If you want to look at the last week's FOC show, you can, but they did a double FOC, so there's no Marvel or IDW FOC, which is really weird. I've never seen that before. But basically, if you want to FOC any independent books, you could do that. Literally every other independent title is here on Previews World. So just to show you guys that I'm not crazy, normally I'd go to Penguin Random House right now and I would show you your IDW and Marvel books. So I'll show you that right now. So here we are. So if I go to Publisher and then I go to Marvel, go to IDW. 7/10 is the next date. So if I go to format FOC date, see 6/26 was last week, where we did double FOC. And 7/10 is the next one. So the books for 7/10 are coming out on August 9th, as you can see here. I'll go to 6/26 just to show you the double FOC from last week, just to show you guys that I'm not crazy and not missing anything. So I'm going to scroll all the way down. Here we go. So Death of Venomverse, for example, August 2nd. And this is all stuff I showed you last week. Astonishing Iceman, also August 2nd. I think there's Doctor Strange. Yep, August 2nd. Fantastic Four, Magneto. So all this stuff was August 2nd. So we did do that double FOC last week. So with that said, this is a very short FOC show. I don't really have anything else to show you guys. You can still send all of your FOC emails this week to collectivefoc@gmail.com, like you do every single week. You could, if none of these books are ones you're looking for, that's okay. You could FOC anything in the future. You could post FOC, whatever you got to do. I could do my best to take care of you. But again, this is how I like your emails formatted. The book title, Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 31, and the artist name, super duper important, which here is Christopher. So any incentives you like, you could get your first dibs on that. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Very, very short FOC show. But that's how it goes when there's rarely any books to FOC show. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for watching. Next time I talk to you guys will be next Friday, the first FOC show in July. And that's all I got. Talk to you guys soon.